Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am sharing a tour of a cabin that we got on Holland America. It's one of the bigger cabins that we've gotten. And what happened was we booked this cruise really last minute because we had planned some travels to around Europe, and we wanted to get from the US to Europe, and we thought, you know what, instead of flying, why don't we just cruise there? So we took a repositioning cruise over to Europe from Fort Lauderdale. So we hopped on in Fort Lauderdale and took this repositioning cruise over to Europe so that we could do our travels around Europe. And it was a good cruise. It's just we didn't really have a choice on the cabin. First of all, it's an inside cabin. And second of all, it was the accessible room, which we didn't need, but it was the only cabin that we were offered. So there were some really good things about this cabin and some not that great things about this cabin. So I'm gonna share the tour of the cabin with you, and then after I will share with you the good and the bad of this cabin that's bigger, but maybe worse. It's got the wide doorway, which is really nice. So this is good. If you're looking for an accessible room, you'll kind of know what you're getting. It's got the two peepholes up and down, and it has the panel down below outside that you can use to get in. So I'm going to show you here as we walk in. This closet is great. It's got all this space, all these dividers, and look at all these great hangers you can hang stuff to dry. So that's going to be really quite nice. I also see in here they have an umbrella, if I can get it out of here, a Holland America umbrella you can take probably off the ship with you to an excursion or whatever. So that's great. Right now we've just got our backpacks in here because we are waiting for our bags. So there's plenty of space in there to unpack. And this is a transatlantic cruise, so we are most certainly going to want to unpack on here. So as I mentioned, this is an accessible room. So you push to open the bathroom door. So that's going to open up. And then I'm going to turn the light on here. So everything is down low, obviously, so you can get to it. And then you come into the bathroom, and holy moly, this thing is huge, you guys. So let's see, we'll start over here. This is really nice because you've got the two shelves, you've got glasses for rinsing out for when you're brushing, and a nice sink here. This looks spacious enough. We think we can set all of our toiletries in here, which will be good. And then you've got soap and lotion here too. And now here you've got bars everywhere, as you can see, so that's going to be helpful if you need the accessibility for that. And your commode towels for your bath towels are here, and then your hand towels and washcloths here. Now the shower, because it's accessible, you've got the seat that you can put out, the emergency pull here that you can pull, and then you've got your emergency cord there. There is a clothesline that you can pull across, so it's on this side here, and then you just pull that and hook it in on the other side. And then here's your shower head. So you've got this one that you can adjust, and it also has a place where you can do it down low. So if you were going to use the seat for the accessibility, you can easily just hook the shower head down here, and then you're good to go. The controls are down low, which is nice. So this is the bath mat, and then this is great. I love it when you have shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel separately. It's not like you want, like, you know, a bottle of Prel. No offense to Prel users. There's also a rubber mat if you want that for non-slip purposes, although this doesn't seem too slippery. But because there is no lip here, there is a drain, as you can see here, and also right here. So that's good. There's also a clothesline down below as well. So I showed you the one up top, and there's one down here too. So look at how big this is. Now, I'm not the tallest person in the world. I'm 5'4", but I reach out, I can stretch both my arms, and look at how far I can do that. So this is a really nice bathroom. It's ginormous. And there is a hook up here. And again, if you're gonna leave the bathroom same way you came in, you can do that. There's also a hook right here down low. So if you want a high one or a low one, you can have either one. And we're back out into the room. Now the doors are all automatic, so it's going to automatically close back on its own. And the front door is like that as well. So see, it's going on its own. The front door is also like that too. It opens, if you push the exit button here, it will open the door and then it will close automatically. Now here is the mini bar fridge, and it's loaded with all kinds of goodies, all kinds of stuff in there, and they do have a list for all of the prices of different things, and it looks like it's pretty reasonable for the most part. Sodas are about $2.50. Red Bulls, which you shouldn't be drinking anyways, those are $5. We've got waters. Now we did decide to go ahead and purchase the water package, so we've got some water coming our way. They're going to be about this size here. We got 6 of them, and so that's good. We're going to order some ice also from the room steward, because we do like having some ice, especially if Rob's drinking Coke. He likes to drink his Coke with ice. Look at this desk though, you guys. It is so nice. It's huge. You can put 2 chairs there. We can actually probably work side by side, but there's a different space for me, so I'll show you that in a minute. But let's take a look at outlets, because these are important things, you guys. So you can see a 220 here. Rob is charging his phone right here. So that's a 110 and then a 220. So we'll be using our adapter and plugging that in there, and it's gonna have 4 more spots on it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about because you're new to the channel, make sure you check the link down below, because our adapter is a travel buddy that you have got to have with you. And then over here, there's even more, guys. There's 2 USB outlets here, another 220, and another 110. So there's actually quite a lot. And that's not even all of it. There's more. So here you've got your glasses if you want wine glasses or water, and then there's a makeup mirror down here, as well as a hair dryer. So that's really nice, although these are always like so stressful to me, these makeup mirrors, because you can see so much of yourself, much more than you want to see. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to see myself that close up. All right, so there's that. I don't know if you guys like those or not. If you do, let me know. TV's here. I love the fact that it pulls out, so it actually gets closer to you, and then you can turn it all the way this way or this way. It is fantastic. Here, nice table, which I think is where I'm gonna sit and work, because then I'll get this nice workspace, and another chair here too. And this table moves up and down, so you can make it higher or lower. Again, that's very helpful if you need the accessibility of moving it up or down. You can do that very easily with this table, so yay for that. And then, look at this bed. So it's 2 twin beds put together. You can kind of feel the division here in the middle, but it's going to be really nice. Sat down in it for a minute and it was really comfortable. Let's take a look at, before we go over here, thermostat is again down low here. And then you've got hooks down low, jackets and purses there, and then you've got them up high as well. And then, I don't know if these are in every cabin, but I love these magnetic little guys that you can place wherever you want. So you can probably do it on any wall here in the room. So those are kind of cool. I like that. Again, I don't know if those come with every cabin, but they are in ours. Okay, nightstand time, you guys. So nightstand, you've got the push to open. So push it and it pops out. Push it and you close it. Phone, and that's here, but you also get 1 USB by the bed, which is amazing. And then you've got a light here, but you can, and we've got a light on the other side, which we'll see in just a minute. So let's go take a look at that. And on the way there, let's stop here for 1 second and check out another closet space. There's so much closet space in here, which is fabulous, because like I said, we are definitely going to be unpacking here because we're here for 2 weeks. So this is great. Plus you get your lock. You've got robes for heading to the pool, and you've also got beach towels in here too, as well as your life jackets, which hopefully we won't need. Okay, we've got, this is my nightstand. I haven't set mine up yet, but again, push to open. And looks like I get more space because the phone's not over here. There is an alarm call button here. Hopefully I will not hit that by mistake, but that's obviously very helpful for accessibility. And then I also have a USB here, which will be great because I can charge my phone here at night. And then over here are controls for not just this light, but also the room light overhead. So like I said, there's no balcony to see on this one because we are in a larger inside stateroom. And again, it is cabin 8037 on Holland America Zuiderdam. Okay, so I'm sure you're thinking right out of the gate, the one big good thing about it is that it is big. There's a lot of space and the doorways are really big, not just the doorway into the room, doorway into the bathroom as well. And it's pretty wide space also as you walk in between the wall to the bathroom and where the closet door was. So a lot of really good space in this room, which was great because usually an inside cabin, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but this one was not. So that was really nice to have. It did have some downsides. So as an accessible room, it has accessible things in it. And if you don't need those accessible things, they do kind of become a nuisance. One of the big things that we kept running into was the door opening and closing. So even if you opened it with your hand instead of hitting the button, it still was going to close automatically on its own. So you had to let it close on its own. If you tried to push it, it would just open again and then start closing again by itself. So it was kind of a hassle every time we tried to enter or leave the room to have to wait for the door to close so slowly. I've never seen a door close so slowly in all my life. Again, this is an accessible room. That's extremely helpful if you need an accessible room. But if you don't, it is a huge nuisance. So do not book this if you don't need it because that is going to be a huge nuisance. The other thing that we really didn't like as well is the shower. So the shower is obviously built so that you can roll right in. If you need to roll a device, a mobility device in there, you could do that. So there's no lip on the bathroom. You just walk right in there as you saw. And so there's that curtain. And it just kind of makes a big mess of water in the bathroom because there's nothing containing the water. It just kind of, sloshed around there in the bathroom. So it's kind of a little bit messy in there. Those were kind of the main things that were a nuisance. The big one was the door because literally every single time you came and went is a lot coming in and out of your cabin. It really was a pain to have to deal with that door mostly was the big thing. So hopefully this is helpful to you if you're trying to book this cabin. If you need an accessible room, it's perfect. Those are great adjustments so that you can have a nice safe space on a cruise ship. But if you do not need them and you're not essentially forced to take it because it's kind of the last room on the cruise ship, pick a different option if you do have one because you'll probably have a little bit more of an enjoyable cruise without having to hassle with the different things in the room that you don't need. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If you have questions, leave those down in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.